It is time for What Up, Flobito. What's Up, Flo was a show, and thanks so much for checking out this episode and all the other episodes. I am trying to power through. I'm a professional. Um, I made a rookie mistake on Saturday. I remember my last episode of What's Up, Flobo. I was telling about supporting my friends. I went to see some of my old DJ friends perform in clubs or bars in LA on Saturday night, and voice is already strained as it is. And then I went to the XFL game on Sunday, which was amazing. And then I actually performed at AfterBuzz on TV for the Curb Your Enthusiasm after show, as well as the Monday Night Raw after show. And my voice has seen better days. It sounds like broken glass. Oh, what's up, Mo? The chat already making fun of me, throwing shade that I'm wearing supporting my good old New York Mets. Cards are the cure for insomnia. But I want to say thank you so much for checking out this episode. My voice is been through a lot the past couple of days, and I actually have to go back into AfterBuzz tonight to do NXT after show. So it's going to be rough, but I'm glad you guys are checking out the show and all of that. I want to take you back to the last What's Up Flobo when he actually had an email. Writer Charlene sent a comment, and she says, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the MLB and the Astros cheating debacle. Do you think the MLB can get past this controversy, as Jimmy Fallon would say? This controversy, what suggestions do you have to improve the game and bring fans back to enjoying the sport? For me personally, the game is too slow to watch on TV. A lot of things to unpack here. Those Astros, right? And you know what? I actually get it. I don't think they're right, but I get it. You're sitting there. Your team has all the best parts on paper. And you just can't win the big one. So instead of you going down and digging down deep, you try to do a shortcut. And as much as we hate shortcuts, a lot of people who make it out there big, whether it's baseball or otherwise, they cut corners. And so what the Astros did was basically essentially cut a corner. And they got caught for it. Now what's happening is rippling through not only Houston. Well, I can't even say Houston because some of the fans have totally adopted this as a "they hate us, bro" kind of mentality, which isn't the case. It's just that you guys are cheating. But then, here in Los Angeles, the Dodgers are saying we should be crowned the champions that year. The Yankees are saying we should be champions because we lost to the Astros in the playoffs. What we're seeing is one of the things that hasn't been done before. We're actual not only levies and fines for senior management, but the players are getting the scrutiny that they so deserve. Over the offseason, former Astro and former Met Carlos Beltran was announced to be the manager of the New York Mets, and he had to step down based on his implication in this whole deal. So Mo says the Astros want to be the Patriots of baseball. Still need 6 more controversies. Yeah, for sure. And the balls have been deflated. It's like this. Is it bad for the sport? Yes. Is it a black eye on the sport? Yes. Does it get people talking about baseball? Yes. Wrestling promoter Eric Bischoff once said controversy creates cash, and baseball is here to stay because they were smart and diversify their offerings beforehand. Their electronic, before spinning it off, the electronic arm at BAMTech was a whole new revenue source. Baseball will always make money. I'm not worried about them becoming insolvent. I don't think that is going to be a situation where you're going to see it close up shop. But the problem, though, is in 2020, can we still call baseball America's pastime? I would love to think that's the case. Of the big four, that's what I'm more into. But it's not true. I think we, as a people, are more excited about football these days or other winter sports. You can blame baseball itself. For a long time, it wasn't fan-centric. It was kind of arrogant. It was like, this is the sport. This is how we do it. This is the amount you're going to pay. I grew up, luckily, in a town with 2 baseball teams. And we went to the Yankees games. Tickets were expensive as hell because they know you got to pay for it. That Disneyland rule. If we charge a high amount of money and people still come to the games, we're still going to charge a high amount of money. There was no giveaways as the level as New York Mets were. It was just kind of like you are a privilege to be in the crowd. And I think teams specifically a little different, but overall the league had that kind of mentality. Like they were slow to adopt rule changes, and it was kind of like saying, no, this is what we do. This is our culture. And fans and younger fans are kind of going elsewhere, whether it's the other sports like football or hockey or esports or not even doing sports at all. Following, making Instagram followers or hang out on TikTok. The idea of going to a game and watch a team sport, or as Jerry Seinfeld says, to root for your laundry, Go team colors is no longer there. And so that's a lot of things you have to do. And you'll see this kind of small tinkerings of, we're going to have the pitch clock do this, or are going to minimize the number of timeouts at a mound. But baseball structurally is not built on speed. It's not really a speed game in the constant moving action. The speed from there really comes from the fast twitch. The hot corner into the first base kind of thing. That's a hard thing to teach people to get on cold. Baseball is definitely a sport you bring a friend into and say, here's why it's amazing. Or you bring your son, or you bring your daughter, or you bring grandpa. I actually like soccer. Mo in the chat says even worse is like watching soccer. I actually like soccer. That clock is constantly moving, even though in some formations the ball can practically go nowhere for minutes on end. You can argue, hey, there's still a ticking time clock literally in the corner. There's so much time left. But if you can hit foul balls till forever, if there's always going to be 27 outs per side, then it's going to be a certain amount of time. Do I think baseball's going to say, no, you only get 3 fouls, then you're out? No, that's not going to change. But I am concerned because in the summertime, it's kind of part of our ingrained fabric. It's our ingrained culture. I hate having to go to parties and explain to people that I watch baseball like I'm some sort of freak. Oh, yeah, LeBron, he's all good. He's great at football. Oh, yeah, the LA Rams are good. If I go, hey, you know what? I really like what Polar Bear Pete Alonso's doing at first. It's what? But to answer your question, Charlene, I know there's a kind of a rambling thing. You got to start kids younger, invest in more youth programs, a lot more giveaways, promotional items, have more of the stars themselves, or B-level stars, C-level stars, ingratiate themselves in the cities they're from, more charity events, more glad handing to make kids realize they're actual real-life superheroes and give them a reason to buy in independent of the game itself. And that's true for baseball and comedy. Not saying comedy should have more youth camps, but in Los Angeles, there's a one here at the Laugh Factory that they get youth that are mid to high risk, and they teach them principles of comedy to laugh at their experience and what have you. And it's actually it's a very positive program. Tiffany Haddish is actually a graduate of that Laugh Factory program. She's been doing comedy since she was a child. So definitely getting them started young, having more fan outreach days, discounted tickets so families are more encouraged to bring families out. I know there's some games. I went to the XFL game for one reason alone, besides supporting a brand new creative idea, is the tickets were $24. Like, when the Chargers play in that same stadium the LA Wildcats are playing, it is $75 at minimum. Then it costs $100 to park your car, and you're in Carson, so you can't say, I'm going to take the train down from Culver City. It doesn't really work that way. And so you're putting out $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, even just to be in there. You're not going to come back. And if you're not going to come back for that live experience, what's going to compel you to make this TV show, because essentially what it is, repeat viewing. When I go home to New York, I'll make sure to go to Citi Field because it's seeing everyone from all walks of life from my hometown in the stands. Right, because that's more than my house payment. Exactly. Exactly. I see everyone from New York in the stands, and to be around my hometown team, that is my appeal. That's why I go to the live show. That's why I watch the shows out of market. But if you're a brand new team, or if you're struggling, a struggling ball club, if you're like the Pirates or the Marlins, and you're saying, yeah, man, drive out to watch us lose 75, 80, 90 games a season, well, I'm not coming back. Everyone loves a winner. So you can't give me a winner. Give me some sort of incentive. And you can't give me incentive, make yourself a part of the town. So go in there's a sense of pride. Baseball does that. If it gets off its high horse, if it tries not to be egotistical and saying, we're just America's pastime, baby, they may start the path of building it back. Last time this happened, I was a kid. And frankly, it was the strike that was endangering baseball, and then the home run race between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa got casual fans back into it. You're not going to have that again because people are hitting way more home runs now than ever before. You need something else, and that's how you do it. So yes, build a community around whatever your creative project is. Be unlike baseball and support your team even if you're out of market. My boy, it's your boy Flopito. This is Wassup Flobo. Straining his voice, as you can tell. I got throat coat. I got chloroseptic. I'm a true professional. That's why I'm going to come to work today to do the NXT after show on AfterBuzz TV, Wrestling, and Sports. I'm definitely feeling it, though. Please send me all of your Ricolas to the AfterBuzz address. You can Google it. Let me know. Until next time, peace out. Tell a friend. Support baseball. I'm not really care about the Dodgers, but if it's the Mets, even better. And I'll catch you next time.